So the update is that it's June, and unfortunately I still haven't returned to my strength training, which is a little bit disappointing, only because last summer I was so on it. I was strength training like 6 times a week. To be fair, I was doing 75 hard, but it's just like I can't keep doing 75 hard every time I want to change my body or get in shape. At some point I have to use my own willpower and just remember why I started this whole thing in the first place. So in one of my sessions with my health coach, I was telling her that my issue is that I can work out really well in summer, but by the time it comes to winter, it's a no-go. And my health coach advised that if I struggle to stay active during the winter, then the next best thing would be to sign up to a gym. So I booked a tour with Third Space, and it was actually really nice. But as of now, 10k steps are my staple. I can do those quickly and easily. I mean, I say quickly, it takes an hour and a half. And I've actually been pushing to 15k steps, which I think is a lot easier done when you work from home. So 15k steps, and let's see if in the next episode, I would have started strength training. It's like a toss-up between Pilates and lifting weights. I think it's gonna have to be lifting weights because I'm not running out of time, but I wanna get this going. I wanna see more progress, and I think the quickest way to do that will be by lifting weights. Skin and hair, I'm always in a good place with. I've been drinking a load of water, 2 liters a day to be exact. And it probably sounds really basic, but my skin works really well. This is just a basic Rimmel pen. I need to get a refined pencil again. But 2 liters of water every single day just works really well for me. My skin glows. Again, it's what I did last year with the 75 hard, and I got stopped in the street by a stranger because of the way my skin looked. I've always loved glowing skin. I should probably be ashamed to admit it even, but it is kind of like from the J-Lo days. Everything was about glowing, and I kind of just stuck with that because it just worked. But that means in summer, that's what I pay extra attention to. I use a lot of Korean skincare, whether it is a moisturizer, my cleanser, even my eye patches. I'm using the ISOI, I think that's what it's called. My sister bought me these amazing eye pads, but I love them because they have like a little piece that you can just put in the middle of your forehead, and it just kind of hydrates those places that are prone to wrinkles. I was also in Northcote Road this week, and I thought since I'm there, it made total sense to pop into the Space & K. I was actually there just to get some ice cream, and I wanted to see what Jimmy Farley had going on because I do need some new spectacles. But I thought since I'm there, why not go to the Space & K and check out Fleur's new body mist. And you know what I love the most about Fleur's body mists? They're so affordable, as well as smelling absolutely incredible. They're just, I love them. Let me know what you think of them, but I think I have the salted caramel one, and I have the heavy cream. It was nice being on Northcote Road. I do absolutely love it. It's a great place to be. It's really cool. I was scrolling through my Instagram and I saw that Lewis Howes had a brand new podcast episode with Joe Dispenza, who his work has helped me tremendously just in terms of mindset and regulation in the body and the nervous system, manifestations, quantum leaping, everything. You probably, if you're watching this, you're probably well aware of who Joe Dispenza is, but he has a brand new podcast. So I tuned into that on my hot girl walk.
So the first reason we use meditation is to become familiar with a personality that's hardwired, conditioned, habituated, to break down that personality. So you have to become familiar with your thoughts and your beliefs, your behaviors and attitudes, and your emotional response.
And it was just really good to hear Joe Dispenza's work again and his thoughts, because it's so easy to forget. We tune into these things. By the time I finish my hot girl, well, I can't remember what he said in the beginning, but that is one thing I would say. Don't just listen to a podcast or read a book once. You want to read it about at least minimum 7 times, because I promise you, whatever you think you've learned, you've definitely forgotten it by the time you get to the end of the chapter, or by the time you get to the end of the episode, you've forgotten. And I'm one of these people that if I don't constantly remind myself of this type of mindset work, I am on the line of decline. Like, I will go straight into a breakdown. So I'm constantly having to remind myself what the foundational work is, why I'm doing this in the first place, and listen to people like Joe Dispenza, Lewis Howes, Malcolm Gladwell, all these different great thought leaders that are really intelligent and have helped me to start this reinvention and to be more confident knowing what I'm doing, but also to teach it to the girls that are in the house of Celine as well, who are also seeing benefits. I don't just know this stuff off the top of my head. There are also people in front of me like Joe Dispenza, who I hear this information when I just pass it on to the girlies in probably a prettier, more glamorous way. So yeah, listen to this stuff as often as you can. The sun has been out in London, the UK actually, for the past week or so. It's been absolutely, it's been lovely. It's been so good for everyone's mental. So it means that where the sun has been out in London this week, I've spent a lot of time in the studio in Celine, just like getting my mind right. That's where I do my meditations, I do my breath work. I really just align with who I want to be and who I envision this woman at 40 becoming by spending a lot of time in the studio at Celine. It's the best place to be when you want to tune into playlists. I have a specific playlist called World Drift. Those of you who know me well will know that one of my plans is to try and live part of my time abroad. So I listen to these type of playlists just to kind of put me in the feeling of already being there. And the studio is probably one of the most frictionless rooms in the house, because you can self-regulate, and when you self-regulate, that is when things finally move. You cannot manifest quickly if you're in survival, and in the studio, that's where you can get from survival mode into creation mode, helping you to manifest faster. Obviously, you don't have to be a member of Celine to self-regulate. You can easily just do this by doing breathwork, doing meditation, listening to sleep affirmations, listening to binaural beats. That's a massive one. If you remember in last week's episode, which I will link up here wherever it goes, I did a 5-day workshop with Junyu, and I've been implementing his techniques and his frameworks. It's been really, really good. I've been really consistent, and I'm just really enjoying content creation right now, just on a personal brand level, and kind of documenting this journey of my road to 40. And it's just been really, really good. I've just been having fun with the content. I did a what's in my bag reel, and that done really well. But also Fleur saw it, liked it, and commented, result. I mean, they literally just put like a couple of hearts in the comment section, but whatever, right? That's the whole point, being visible, being seen. So I was well excited about that, because they're literally on my list of people that I'd love to work with. Fleur, if you're seeing this, get at me, because I am a genuine customer. Also, if you ever read the blogs and then they went behind a private wall, they're public again now. I wanted something to give away, and I thought I put the blogs, which were so helpful to people, behind a wall, just because I'm one of those people who think, like, you know, if you really want it, you'd pay for it. But I thought, you know what, I'm just in like this season, just give. So if you need the help with confidence, discipline, inner power, self-mastery, you can go to the blogs now. They're all there to read. If you're trying to reinvent yourself this year, I would definitely look into that. I'll put the link in the description. To be honest, I can't even believe that we're recording episode 8. I didn't even think I was going to get this far in this series. It was just banter. you know, I'm going to do a road to 40 and now I'm here doing episode 8. So thank you for sticking around. And if you enjoy this type of content, I mean, let's see how far we go. The aim is to get to age 40 and see all the changes that I've made, and hopefully what I'm sharing is helping you as well, like the struggles, the stop start, the easy bits, the hard bits. But sign up to the newsletter. It's called the Unwritten newsletter. I document in words everything that I'm doing, which is really good because that means you don't have to keep tuning in to watch here, although I like when you watch here as well. But yes, if you enjoyed this episode and you want to see more, then remember to press subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.